today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Chicago Bears taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 14 carries, 101 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Murray. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. On first and 10, here's Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On first down, Murray. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Isaac Yiadom picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now Fields.
They'll hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. Fields now to throw.
eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Murray, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
That's caught by Warner, the tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
A handoff. It's Murray. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
A run. It's Murray. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Not much there, only a yard.
Hey, Charles, you talk about this offense in this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Garoppolo on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down run for Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now,
there you
okay?
Go.
So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Fields.
The connection made. It's Graham. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Fields.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Out to his left. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
On first down, Fields.
On the move to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Santos' kick is up and through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Now James returning. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Off play action, Fields
steps away, stays on his feet, space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Fields on first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and goal, they'll try the option left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's James.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Garoppolo.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
It's Desmond Trufant. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields.
This is Miller, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running left, Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On play action, now Garoppolo. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Montgomery running right, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third-down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Montgomery.
69 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Garoppolo. This to Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
On first down, Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Garoppolo again. Going with a screen for Murray. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line quarter, yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Williams running left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Chicago, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up. Like a reverend, homie.